Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to episode 17 of my F122 career mode. Here's McLaren with Pato Award. Or should that be reversed? Here's Pato Award with McLaren. Whatever. Got a lot of resource points in the bank. Here's a piece of news that I just stumbled upon. Sergio Perez is going to be retiring from the sport soon. We'll keep you posted if we hear anything further. Wondering if in terms of drivers moving around, if it's a bit more realistic in this game than it is in F1 Manager 22. Where if we'll actually see an AlphaTauri driver actually move up to Red Bull to replace him, either Gasly or Tsunoda. Speaking of which, Red Bull currently the fastest car on the grid over Ferrari. They're dropping ahead, or going ahead of Mercedes a little bit. You can see after Singapore, Red Bull's just rocketed up, and now they have the best developed car. Meanwhile, we got Alfa Romeo making big gains. They've started coming up with Haas, and they're about tied with us. Yeah, it's kind of like a four-way tie for the fourth best team on the grid performance-wise between Haas, Alpine, McLaren, Alfa Romeo, and ourselves. Did I just say McLaren twice? Yes, I did. Oopsies. So anyways, standings-wise, heading to Suzuka in Japan. Driver standings got Lando P7, 13 points ahead of Fernando Alonso. We're 8 points behind Alonso. I think we keep gaining. He's been having reliability issues recently, so looking into constructors, luckily McLaren's ahead of Alpine by 30 points, so hopefully keep our foot on the gas and keep pulling away from them. Vehicle wise, they're looking at all our engine components. We need a brand new MGU heat unit, which will give us another grid penalty, but hey, we need that new component. Besides that, slap the old turbocharger on. Get that gearbox on, the old one. And looking at all the points we have in the bank, let's go ahead and spend some R&D here. Got new upgrade done for the aero department. Same for the chassis department. Alright, so about 3,000 points in the bank. Get that done. Now we got another 2,000 left. I know we're pretty much killing it in terms of the reliability department. Though we can use some more aero upgrades. So you know what? DRS maximum slot gap, that should help. That'll be ready after Coda, but whatever. Yeah, so that's going to do it for us here. Off to Suzuka. Well, interesting news. We head right to the race weekend here. Changed regulations are announced and coming to the aero of the car, and I think that's really the only thing. Not reliability, not powertrain, not chassis, just the aero. Upgrades below are at risk of being lost as a result of upcoming regs changes. Okay, so obviously we don't have any points right now to preserve anything. So we'll probably worry about that after we get out of Japan here. But yeah, might have to focus on adapting those parts for next year rather than, you know, focusing on the dev for the rest of the year. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, getting ready to go qualifying here at Suzuka, and pace of the car is looking absolutely brilliant, but we do have a 10-place grid penalty due to the new engine component we do have on the car. But luckily, or hopefully I should say, there should be a bunch of other drivers that have grid penalties as well. Bunch of cars starting to hit the track. Let's do the same. Starting our first flyer now. That could have been bad to get-go. Never really liked these windy corners. Really bashing the circuit, it's just never been able to drive them very well. This is going to be ugly first lap. Yeah, regroup. Definitely not what we're looking for. Currently P10. Lando's at least P6, but he's 8/10 ahead of us. Should be up around him. You have a Williams that's faster than us, so that's a bit embarrassing. Verstappen's slower. Imagine he'll get it together on his second lap. Currently fastest Leclerc, then Russell and Ocon. Perez actually rockets up to the top. Just going to get some more time elapsed here. Alright. New set of softs going on. Let's try this again. Of course, we got traffic right in front of us. Because of course we do. So you know what? Get a little bit of space. Then we do have the other Alpine coming up behind us. Really hope he's starting his flyer. Kind of piecing it together here.
Seconds left in the session.
Oh no, I don't know if we're going to make it. Just gotta nail this corner. There we go. Don't think we're getting pole. Should be a good lap in its own right. P4, faster than Lando. Well, Leclerc on pole over Russell and Perez. We take P4 over Lando. The Haas's are right behind us, P6 and P7. Then the Alpines. Carlos Sainz, all the way out the points positions. They're in P12. Max Verstappen, his championship collapse is just continuing. The very last of the cars to take a lap. And Lewis didn't even take a lap, so not sure what happened there. But off to the Japanese Grand Prix. It's like grid penalties galore. We're actually starting up in P11. Lando's starting P3. George Russell starting P9 after qualifying P2. Front row now Leclerc and Perez. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing we could do. It's just going to be your standard one stopper here, medium to hard. I think see if we could go a little bit further on mediums. Maybe that'll help us. Take a little bit of fuel out. Gonna be, let's say dry. Gonna be cloudy towards the very end of this thing. But yeah, all good to go here. Start the Japanese Grand Prix. Ooh, Verstappen, big run down the left side. He'll throw it down the inside of Vettel here. Bottas gets a little loose. Woo! Just managed to grab that. Verstappen still stuck behind Vettel. Vettel actually starting on softs. That's an interesting strategy. Verstappen and Vettel right alongside each other. I just love using the battery down this big back straight right here. Throw it down the inside maybe. Oh, it was way too aggressive, but made it work.
Okay,
oh shit, he's right there. Pulling away a little bit. Closing in on these two. Russell looks like he's having a time getting around Gasly. Really using our tires going wide like that. Ooh, nearly got a little too close to George there.
Okay, battery's looking good. You can use the overtake button to get past.
Save it for the back straight. Just get through that corner a lot better than everyone else. Tried to lunge, wasn't really going to work there.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car
Excuse
ahead
me, George.
and in the DRS zone.
That's P8. Sizing up Gasly for a pass right here. Try left side maybe. Ooh, no. Can't try it there. Oh, he has a lockup.
Brilliant. Nice.
I feel like you can pressure the AI into a lockup there. Yeah, we get DRS too.
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 1.8 seconds.
Sweet.
The car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it.
Ooh, caution behind us, I think.
Okay, clear.
Still caution. Ooh, there's a big stack up behind us. It's probably going to be a safety car. Not sure what all that's about, but Verstappen's now 7 seconds. Ooh, Gasly's totally out. Surprised it's not a safety car. We're just kind of stuck in right on us here. We are closing on Mick. George is really putting pressure on though. Guess we get the DRS. We get the pass on Mick here. Might not get close enough. No, we're not going to. Right on the Haas.
button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Fine by me. Again, not gonna be close enough.
Green flag.
Guess someone else might have DNF here.
Okay,
Carlos Sainz.
information on Sainz. Okay, they're out of this race.
That car was looking a little off all race weekend, though. There we go, closed on Mick. Slow three-car train right here. Verstappen closing on both of us, or all three of us, I should say. Us got a lot better in a straight line. I don't think we're gonna get there in time. Woo.
Yellow flag.
Big aggressive move. Had to do that because again, I don't think we're gonna be close enough. But George followed on through there. Alonso up next. Magnussen just ahead of him. Oh, George, take a look to the left.
Okay, we lost the position. Trying to keep focus.
Took it right back. Edge and George would guess right here with DRS.
Okay, gap ahead is 3.5 seconds.
I think George just managing his tires a lot better than we are. Actually getting out Alonso. Continuing to gain on Magnussen and Alonso here. Still got George nipping at our heels. Gonna be coming down the next time by. Should have Lando in this time, I imagine. I think George is taking a look there. Yep, Lando coming in right there. Both Magnussen and Alonso coming in as well.
Stop now.
Same as Russell.
Okay, we want you to pit this lap, so push now, push.
Right, so Perez is going to be coming in this lap as well as us. Alright, here we go. So we got a good stop right here. Schumacher also coming in for his pit. Our tires on, 2.3, great stop.
There, mate. We're delighted with that.
Claire's long gone. Here comes Lando coming past right now. There he goes. See if we get the jump on Magnussen and Alonso. Here comes Alonso.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Got the overcut. Hello. Not expecting that. Not sure what happened to Magnussen. Oh, gotta get heat in these things.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Oh, Alonso, take a look. Or not. Kind of held the middle right there. All right, Alonso and George are fighting. For us, if we get away, hang on P4 here. Trying to shake Alonso, finally put him over a second behind us, who doesn't get DRS. Kind of easier said than done. He's still hanging on. Oh, actually, no. Actually, we might did the trick right there. Let's get it moving.
Behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done. Faster that capacity will drop.
Oh, that's not good. What's also not good is George finally got around Fernando. He'll probably close that gap to us pretty quickly here. At 9 to go. Actually kind of slowly catching Lando. I don't think we'll get there in time. But if we could cleanly fight for it and prevail, get a podium, that'd be fantastic. Makes me wonder what we could have done had we not had the grid penalty. But the thing is, Leclerc looks like he's just been on a whole nother planet today. All right, George is going to be back in DRS range here. I'm going to try fighting him. I don't know how effective we're going to be, but this car's continuing to come to life here.
Wear, so try to keep the number of shifts to a minimum, please. And gap to the car in front.
That was kind of expected.
6.0 seconds.
Did have a still pretty worn gearbox. Probably order a new one for the final race of the season here. Probably take another grid penalty. Well, we will take another grid penalty, but I think everybody and their mother at this point is taking a grid penalty. So, hey. It's gonna be right there.
You've lost some time to the car behind.
Even Alonso's starting to come back to us now.
Turbochargers on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum.
Well, I do have a race to finish here, so this car's just gonna fall apart, isn't it? Thought he was gonna take a look.
Gap ahead is 6.0 seconds. Okay, you've lost access to one of the gears. We've lost one of the gears due to a fault in the gearbox.
Well, it's not 4th through 8th, so it's fine by me. Oh, it was 4th. Okay, never mind.
5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left. Okay, bad news on the gearbox, I'm afraid. The team are trying everything they can think of, but they're not optimistic. Just keep at it, do your best, that's all we can ask.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll probably be fine. Should be fine. forgetting, there is no fourth. Gotta be careful with downshifts.
Front is 5.9 seconds.
Hey, fourth is back. Two to go right here. Again, energy's starting to deplete a little bit.
We're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap.
All by me. Definitely not catching Lando here, but he should hang on to the podium, no problem. And we're both going to gain points on Fernando, which is the excellent part. Let's see if we can fend off George here. Player just setting purple laps like it's nobody's business. He's going to start the final lap, or he already did start the final lap. I think we should be able to fend off against George here, no problem.
Okay, this is your final lap.
White flag.
Final lap of the race.
A little too wide there.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
As George's going to get a big run down back here. As Charles Leclerc, to the surprise nobody, wins Japanese Grand Prix, furthering his case for being the Drivers' World Champion. One last corner. There we go. Burn all that battery up. Lando's going to get P3, and we're going to cross line P4. Alright, so your podium, again, Leclerc, Perez, and Lando, who scores his third podium of the season. We're up in P4, up 7 spots. Verstappen gained 6 spots to finish P7. And between us, George Russell, Fernando Alonso. Lewis Hamilton gained 6 spots. Actually won driver of the day as he finishes P9. Not sure what happened to both Haases. They had strong grid positions, but they both fell by the wayside. Magnussen finished at P8, Schumacher P10. Beyond that, had Esteban Ocon, Yuki Tsunoda, Guan Yu Zhou, Sebastian Vettel, Lance Stroll, Bottas, Latifi, Albon, and DNFing, Sainz, and Gasly. Driver standings now, with Leclerc putting 20 points on Verstappen. It's now a 53-point lead over Verstappen. George Russell 54 points behind Leclerc, 1 point behind Verstappen. Meanwhile, Lando's now 20 points ahead of Fernando Alonso. We are just 3 points behind him. Constructors, Ferrari gets back around Mercedes to take P2. And the Constructors, 33 points behind Red Bull. So it's getting pretty tight up there. McLaren, we are now 49 points clear of Alpine. And so we got 10 days until the US Grand Prix at Coda. A couple parts looks like they developed and got put on the car. So now we got the 5th best car on the grid. Basically tied with Alpine, and it's basically a 3-way tie up front between Red Bull, Ferrari, and Mercedes. Gonna focus forward on preserving some aero upgrades for next season. Hopefully get a better car next year than we had this year on that front. But that's going to do it for this episode. More of that R&D goodness in the next one. And my home Grand Prix at Circuit of the Americas. So stay tuned for that. Be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell if you're brand new to the channel to be notified when that episode will come out. And to everybody, thank you for watching.